joint right here. What up, man? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. 1, 2. I can hear you perfect. How you doing, G?
Man, how you doing?
Excellent, man. Excellent, brother. How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing great. I'm glad we technical shit is good. We're good. We're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll, man. I'm excited about this. So
All
let's
right.
get it. I got another show right at 10 o'clock, so I want to make sure we use our time wisely. So let's get it going. Everybody, episode 147 of the Carrying the Culture show. The boy Tamal with a T. Hyped about this one. Hype. Dirty Jersey in the building. 08901. Hold it down. I know
Really bomb.
Jersey. So we're gonna be deep into this Jersey shit in a minute. So this brother is co-signed by someone I have a ton of respect for, real level. And I rock with heavy brother from high school. Yeah, we do a show together, a monthly show. I've been putting with him for like 3-4 years now, and really, he's been a good influence in my life. And he co-signed you heavy,
Yeah.
and you make dope music. So everybody, welcome Eloh Kush in the building, the
What
virtual
up? What
brother,
up?
Dirty Jersey holding it down. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate the platform, beloved. Appreciate the platform. Long time coming, but we right on time though.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect way to say it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right on time.
happens when it's supposed to happen. So we're gonna get it in. I don't know why there's feedback there. You hear that?
Everything good on my end. I'm right with you.
No, you're good. It's just I'm hearing like feedback from my voice, but I
Okay.
think you don't have any earbuds. No, you don't have any earbuds. Do you?
No.
All right, we'll keep it moving. All right. So yeah, man, like I'm really excited about this one. I genuinely don't know much about you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really look up anything. I was just genuinely curious. Normally I look for all the interviews and try to look, but like I've been rocking with you, and it's like these interviews are really, I don't even call them interviews. These conversations are good for me because it's like I get to go a little bit deeper, you know what I'm saying, and try to understand, like, okay, I rock with this cat. There's things about him I really, yeah. But
Yeah.
let's go a little bit deeper. So I'm really curious, you know what I'm saying? So about a lot of stuff. So we're gonna get into some history and then jump around and talk some other stuff. So yeah. So thank you again, man. Big up Oda Great. Big up everybody in the chat. If you got questions for Eloh Kush, please use the question feature below. It's
Oh, the gritty. What up, family?
question mark.
What up?
Yeah.
That's my comrade right there.
Sir, that's good people's right there. We had him on the show too. He's a killer. I mean,
Yo, O is definitely one of my favorite MC. I can say that one of my favorite MC.
tough.
Definitely.
The hooks alone are like,
Yeah, O is mad. We got something. We did a couple things. I'm gonna let O. We got some things in the cut that
okay,
we just ready to launch at.
yeah. Now
We pulling the trigger.
I think we just posted. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, that's a heater too. So yeah, good combination right there.
Peace,
All right.
God. Peace.
So check, man. I mean, let's go history. Like I said, I'm genuinely curious. Just so let's take it back. Obviously, Jersey in the building. Well, let's go back to Little Kush. I mean, because it wasn't. I want to hear what made you into who you are today. So let's take it back, man. I mean, as far as like a humble beginnings for you, as far as whatever hip hop, the music. This, I really want to get into this. What brought us to today?
So the culture of hip hop is my definitive way of life. You know what I'm saying? I was raised consistently around music. I mean, I'm a '70s baby, so my old dad and my old they had me in stinking Lincolns and caddies listening to the greats, in travel. I mean, everything we did was surrounded around information, knowledge, and music. So I'm originally from New Brunswick, New Jersey, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Townsend Street baby, and my family's from Uptown in New Brunswick. But I could trace my ancestry from Plum Street to Seaman Street to the Ville, all over New Brunswick. Like, we entrenched there, and we have a huge family. But the home life for me was always intricate with the arts in some form, in some degree. You know what I'm saying? Like on Townsend Street, we used to have God rest my grand earth, she just passed. She used to go to work, and my sisters and my aunt was in charge of the house, whatever, and it would be block parties all night. You know, she had the third shift. She had that 11 to, you know, the next, you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So we party all night. I was a youngin', but you know, hip hop. I've been infatuated with the essence of the art form since I was a young man. But it wasn't just hip hop. My first love was jazz. You know, was
Right.
taught to play the trumpet, was taught to play the saxophone. Never mastered it all the way, but in a sense of encompassing the greats that did master that is what put me on the plight to do what I do as of right now today.
You know, I think it's dope that like. So first of all, like you said, the '70s baby, and I read your bio on your website. Website is dope. Like, more
Thank
artists,
you, brother.
please, guys, get some good websites out there. Like
Invest.
God,
That's your real estate. That's your record label. You gotta invest.
you update it. So it's not your last post isn't from 3 years ago, and
Right.
updated. It's know where you are, what you do. Just jewel for y'all. Rock with Eloh Kush, his website. How you do it? Giving you a little.
Absolutely.
But on the bio is like, you came out in like the '90s, and I'm like, this brother looks. I know he's been around. Looks mad young. So
Yeah.
great. Like, so I'm like, yo, this brother looks mad young. So what my point is, it's important. I'm glad you brought up like the music before hip hop that got us to hip. Like, we in the era Dukes over cleaning the crib and hearing or whatever,
Absolutely.
going with the uncle, a father figure, being somewhere you maybe not supposed to be, a little too young, too
Yeah.
quiet, you know what to
Oh
do.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And so that's important because that's the precursor to this hip hop culture that we love so much, man. It comes from real music and
Music.
real,
Absolutely.
real shit. So
I mean, there was two types of time of music in my household, in our households growing up. Yo, V2G, what's up, family? We it was either Saturday morning cleanup music, right? Get up, get your ass up and clean Saturday. You know what time that music was
of
on,
course,
right? Or there was like get your ass upstairs music because the trees is lit. You know, Earth, Wind and Fire is on, Funkadelic is on, Parliament is on. You know what I'm saying? And we at the top of the stairs. You know, like oh, you know what I'm saying? We see the yellow envelopes with the Sensi in there. You know what I mean? So the culture is entrenched into my body with this shit, man. Like, this is
right,
live instrumentation and live, music with purpose, music with actual agenda in the music. Like, which, as we build, and then I'm flashing back as we talking, we communicating. I can see Earth, Wind and Fire album covers, and I can see Ohio Player album covers, vinyl, and knowing that that's something that shit, man, like that groomed my mind. That's why I'm real, tedious with the artwork, or I'm real, you know, real focused on the message in the music before you even hear the music. You know what I'm saying?
right. No, it's a good point, and yeah, I mean, like I'm getting choked up thinking about it because it brings back memories of like good times, right? Like
Absolutely,
morals,
absolutely,
values, like you said, get your ass upstairs. Like we were taught where to be, when to be there, how to move. Like okay, you know what I mean? Mom and dad, we doing our thing now. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's just no, I appreciate you like taking it there because that's like you know that was a solid time, man, and I'm grateful to have been born, during
Vital time, definitely vital time.
absolutely. So all right, so let's fast forward a little bit to like getting into the music and the culture itself or the hip hop culture. Did you do it? Did you do any other it seem like, other elements or anything? A lot of people, a lot of us our age, we all did everything first, and then we kind
Absolutely,
of found the one that worked for us.
absolutely. Um, I break dance, of course, we break dance. On Townsend Street, that was Puerto Rican baby from down the street, right next down. That was his name. He taught me how to break dance. I got my first severe ass whooping for like tearing up my grandmother's floor. Like the floor, had them tiles and shit.
Oh
We used
yeah.
to take those and go break that. It was a good idea at the time while she was at work.
Oh, you took him.
However,
You took him. You took him. You literally took him.
yeah, yeah, he was like, because we was, we was young, man. We just seen Beat Street. Yo, this shit was like, my mind was, my helmet was like exploding with possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's like, yo, how do we do that scene? You know what I'm saying? We was mimicking the art form to the best of our ability. And then you take the floor up from your grandmother's floor. Damn, son, after we was done breakdancing and all that shit, I'm like, oh shit. I'm young though, so consequences for the art form.
Wow.
That's what breakdancing is, you know what I mean?
I thought you meant you tore it up just through dancing, but you tore it up.
No. Like not the whole floor, but like some of the floor. But it was so noticeable, like you
Yeah, I
come
mean,
in the house, it's like, what the fuck? Like
I mean,
how we
one
did it,
square
I
missing,
don't
man.
even know.
Yeah, one square missing is enough to be like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
Absolutely.
and they
Absolutely.
here, I was breakdancing. Like, what?
Yeah, she definitely showed me some new breakdancing moves that night, Jack. Yo, word is born. Yeah, my up rock was serious that
Yeah,
day.
you
You
was
know what I mean? Yeah,
oh,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
That,
Yeah,
that's,
God.
so people weren't breaking any graffiti at all, anything. I mean,
Absolutely, but not to the degree where I could say I was an actual, a graph writer. But
yeah,
all the art forms was so, like you said, was so abundant right there on the spot. It wasn't like, yo, I only heard emceeing. Actually, it was DJing that first entrenched me into the art form.
mm,
If you're from New Brunswick, you know the area when we was on Townsend Street. New Brunswick had a severe beef with Plainfield, New Jersey. We used to get at each other. Well, they did. I was a baby still, but it still lingers, but not like it really does anyway. But there was a DJ specifically from Plainfield named DJ Cheese. He had the first 12-inch I seen, black and white 12-inch. And he had a joint called Cheese Go Off, Set It Off. And that was so instrumental, or like on the block parties or like the house parties we used to have. That was the song, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the joints to
yeah,
play. And so that was my DJ experience from there. But every aspect of it.
right,
I mean, I'm talking I was, I was fiended out by every aspect of it, like turned out, like the
right.
belt buckles, all that. And my aunt, who, she passed, my sister, other sister, she passed, but they were all instrumental. Now that I'm saying, think about that, they all introduced me to the art form, the earliest stages of it.
Yeah, and it was dope. You mentioned in so many like aspects of it, right? Like, because now a lot of times when people think, I talked a lot about this with a lot of people. When the average person thinks of hip hop, they think of what? Just rapping. I mean,
Just
right?
rapping,
They don't
right?
think of, they don't think of the foundation, the DJ. They don't think of like without the DJ and the b-boy, you,
You got nothing.
you got
You got nothing.
you got nothing.
Even without the first principle, to me, people don't say it's the first, but the first principle to me is knowledge, because without knowledge of how to do these miraculous things, like how to climb the pole and stick the wires in there, or to even know how to catch the record right where it's supposed to be, or even, it's just ancestry things. It's like a DNA explosion in all of us in some form of fashion, to be like, yo, this is the art form that we live, that we've always done.
Right,
It's just a new expression of it
right,
right here.
right. And I bet it's funny, man. I bet that even if you weren't, you say you're not a graph writer, I bet you still got a nice hand style because you like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? We all, everybody,
Absolutely. Yeah.
everybody, right? Everybody knew how to
Absolutely.
have a good hand style for their name, like
Yeah.
even if you were a writer or not, because it was all like you said, it was all together, and it wasn't like you said, okay, I'm gonna go out and do some hip hop today. You just went out with your friends, you did what you did.
You did what you did is because the culture is something you live. You know what I'm saying? It's something that is not something that's forced. It's not something that's doesn't lack authenticity. It's just like you don't even know that. Like the way we dress, the way we blink, the way I sit, the way I talk, the way I, you know what I'm saying, the
Pose
way
for a picture,
we,
try
yo,
your
everything,
sneakers,
everything.
everything.
Every single thing. Every single thing. Yeah. The expression is entrenched in my cells, G.
Right. No, and that's the thing about a culture. I wrote an article on it recently. Like, yo, there's, fashion, language, all of that stuff. how to move. I mean, like, Redman taught how to roll an L. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, step by
Absolutely.
step. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Black
Yeah,
Sheep
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about strobe light honeys. That's a real spill right there. Like,
Real spill, G.
get in that
Real
situation.
spill. Absolutely.
You know what
Peace
I
to
mean?
my family on here. Peace to all the family on here. Peace.
Big up,
What's up?
Pathetic.
What
Salute
up? What up?
Alphabetic
Alphabetic. What up, family? They just
914.
put out. They just put out a banger. Yo, peace out. What up?
Yeah, Betic and who,
Older Great and Supreme. My brother Supreme.
Supreme, yeah,
Yeah,
the Pharaoh joint, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Royal Council, I think it's called. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Peace to my brother.
tough. It's tough. So
Tough.
we're gonna stay in Jersey, man, because so I'm from Connecticut, and I relate to I rock with Jersey cats more than I rocked with New York cats growing up, because New York, they be on a business.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
New York, but I'm
It
saying
is what it is.
influence is obviously there, but it's like, yo, y'all be funny sometimes. So I always vibe with Jersey cats a lot. I think everybody I've ever met from New Jersey family has just shown me mad love, treated me like a brother. Been like, I have so much love for Jersey. So I want to stay there because it's important. Who was like really who are your influences? I mean, you were up more up north, but people go down to Camden, you know what I'm saying? But like, what was your influence as far as like Jersey shit? I've had Chino Patel on, I've had Elder Sensei on, that's my brother. Like, what was it like for you?
MC wise, you talking about?
MC wise, just
Yeah.
growing up as you
Shit.
culture, who
If
you like.
we're talking. If I had to say influences from Jersey, I gotta say locally first. Like, there's a local bunch of in my city
Of
particularly.
course.
Fahim, JC Live, um, Bass and Jason, Father Bean, Sly from the Projects. Um, then you got like if I'm gonna say people's name that people know, then I'm gonna say in Jersey, definitely Teacher Wise Intelligent. Um, definitely Tretch, Latifah, Apache,
Man, so many chill rock.
YZ, Artifacts, and then for L to be my comrade as I grow up, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of heavy influences from Jersey that we do not. I still think that we don't get our proper respect. Redman, the Fugees, you know what I'm saying? Like without us is we and then if people really do the knowledge to if they do the knowledge to Jersey hip hop, you got to say Inglewood, New Jersey. You have to say Inglewood, New Jersey. Sugar Hill Records. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to say these things. You do the one because Jersey is the mecca of a lot of different things that occurred in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've said it all the time, Jersey. I've done videos and like Jersey does not get the love it deserves. Jersey in this hip hop shit, Jersey is I mean, I've done comparisons. I'm like, yo, we Lakim Shabbat, God King,
Yes.
like,
Peace to the God.
you know what I'm saying? King
Peace to
Son.
the God. King's son. Peace to the God. Oh man.
Woo, feel me? Like
Woo.
we could like yes, man. So it's like Jersey, I mean, and some of the most influential music has come out of there. Like, so if you look at like Redman, right? Or if you
Yeah.
or if you look at the artifacts, like as far as that wrong side of the track shit, that is forever like cemented in our shit, man. Like
Absolutely.
the graffiti,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
Jersey does not get enough love. That's why I wanted to talk about it because it's like, I just had YZ on a couple months ago, and we were talking about it like him, like
Yeah. Yeah, man. You said YZ, right?
huh? YZ.
YZ? Yeah, YZ, man. That what was this joint? His joint was Return of the Holy One? Was
Return
that the
of the
one?
Holy One. Return of the
Man,
Holy.
you
Yo,
don't know how many summers we bumped that. Like, and then with Redman, like Redman and Latifah. See, people don't associate Latifah with Jersey for some reason because she's such a mega superstar. Like, but
question.
Latifah busting through the seams, Redman Tretch busting through the seams, like though they were to me like they were the model to say, okay, we can do it. And whenever and this is the thing about Jeru, right? It's like Jersey is broken up in different parts, and it's like no matter it's two things that's factual, and that I've been through in hip hop. Whether I was on stage or I was just in the crowd, you're always gonna find somebody from Brooklyn. You're always gonna find somebody from Jersey in the crowd. Always. I don't give a fuck where we at. I went to Japan and found that. You know
Dope.
what I'm saying? I was in London and I found that. You know what I mean? But peace, peace. You know what I'm saying? So the art form is definitely, and I think it gives us Jersey MCs like a certain aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain like, yeah, we already know that we out. It's like we already know that we outnumbered or out, like, you know what I mean? Like we have to earn every scrap that we get on stage for. You know what I mean? So it's important. That's why lyrics. There's a lot of top lyricists out here in Jersey.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel, yeah. Imagine how I feel being from Connecticut. So I get it, and that's why I rock with y'all. So like, you know what I
It's
mean? Like,
love. Shout out to Hartford. Shout out to New Haven.
yes, sir. Go
You know
wait.
what I'm
That's what
saying?
I offer. Yeah. So that's no. If you've been there, you know. But it's like
I
it's
know.
it's
Woo. Don't
it's
sleep.
wait,
Don't
Bridge,
sleep, dude. Oh
Bridgeport,
my God.
Marbury. Yeah.
Don't
So
sleep.
no, don't sleep on CT. But they do, and that's cool. And that's the thing. It puts the battery. You know, puts the battery because nothing's given, right? And so being in Jersey, I'm like, I've been in the clubs. I came into this b-boy, so I've been in the clubs before, like, and like, being a site for Jersey cats, CT cats, well, killing it.
Yeah.
New York cats kind of like, like, yo, we just ate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you got
Some, it's be like that sometimes. But
but you
it's
got to
whatever,
take your
man.
props. You take them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You take them. All right. So let's fast forward a little bit to when things got like jumping for you, like when you said, okay, I'm gonna like do this music stuff, like really do it and try to, because I want to get into what you said in your. I'm gonna read this from your website. Your purpose is that, and this is and I quote, so much of what originally inspired me about the music, the power of commentary, along with strong, soulful beats, has been lost over the years. My purpose and intent is to restore intelligence and integrity to hip hop. So, were you have you always had this vibe when it came to hip hop? Was it a series of changes in your life, or is it just like has this kind of always been kind of who you are to a certain extent?
It's all been a maturation of self in the art form. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never not been what it is. You know what I'm saying, God? Like for me to be, to be turned out by the art form, like, man, like I don't think like people understand like hearing Public Enemy showing what you got, just that, or even getting my first X Clan album. You know what I'm saying? Who like my man? So that all molded me from the gate. Like hearing, like I've always said, I've always said it in different songs. I've yet to hear anything better than Verbal Milk by Brother J, X Clan. Like, come on, like that's the standard for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a plethora of great music, but like that took my mind right there. Or hearing Tragedy Gaddafi say, "Arrest the president." Oh, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, in Black I'm Proud, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, but these things are not foreign. This is not UFO subjects to I because of the way my foundation I was raised in, but to hear it in my drum, you know what I'm saying? To hear it in my circle it took a different perspective and path for me to fly on. So I'm just so appreciative of being able to be a vessel for the things that I've, absorbed, and then now I'm able to export in my own perspective, in my own way, to add on to the culture, because I'm not just a participant of the culture, but I'm a caretaker and a fan of the culture.
That's what's up. That's real shit right there. So your bio says that you were doing stuff in the early '90s, mid and stuff like that. Like New York Public Cafe. So talk about Earth Push. Like get
Wetlands.
work.
I run with a crew. I run with a crew called Fallen Angels. We abbreviated our titles to Angels Incorporated. Angels INC. That's my crew, my family. Mega shows. My early days of running with Science of Life. Everywhere. Like we did. I mean, bumping into brothers all over, like New Eurekan Poets Cafe, the Wetlands, in Jersey. We go. These are not hip hop clubs, but they're clubs. Zanzibar, um, Shadows. Like we go into parks, everywhere. Club Pyramid. Like going through all these spots. I mean, there's countless open mics in places, but just earning my stripes. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm inside the spot or I'm just outside getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Like taking all newcomers and really just expressing where we from. So that was my challenge to come into the art form. And then once you do something on a consistent basis, you start seeing faces, start seeing Pumpkinhead, rest in peace. You know, Pumpkinhead used to come back down to Jersey all the time. He's originally a Franklin dude, you know what I'm saying? But Franklin in New Brunswick is like Brooklyn in like Brooklyn and Manhattan, like how close it is really, like by Flatbush, you know what I'm saying? Like that side. But just seeing familiar faces, just running with John Robinson, running with Inspector Willoughby, rest in peace, running with Four Winds, you know what I'm saying? Just being outspoken and just feeling like we carrying the flag for New Brunswick anyway, you know what I'm saying? And what we do. And sometimes those, you know, having the mentality from New Brunswick, sometimes we get in skirmishes, man. Like we'll get in some shit. But the intent was to get on the mic or to you know, to see what hip hop was. And then once you start cultivating different relationships, you start having an understanding that it's just not regional, it's global. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you start having global conversations. You start hearing brothers saying, "Yeah, I just got back from Italy," or "Yeah, I just came back from Britain," or "I just got back from Cali." You even just say Cali. It's like, oh shit. And these are the grimy '90s where you had to show and prove. You had to come outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this time frame is a great time frame in the sense of how to distribute your music. But I think the era that you and I are from, the grimy '90s, when you had to come outside and show and prove and say, if you said MC, you had a cipher around you, had people around you, you know what I'm saying? And you had people that was going to test your face, you know what I mean? Peace, God. My brother Giffy the God in here. Peace. That's one of the Angel Clan members.
Word.
What up, man? Peace. And we had a perspective. We have a certain mindset, but a certain fearlessness to go anywhere. I mean, we deep in the Bronx, we deep in everywhere. We don't know anybody.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Catching all types of hell. You know, don't know. I mean, and these are the days of MapQuest and landmarks. Like, yo, when you get by the church, call me on the payphone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there you go.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. Yeah, let me ask you a question, because, like, so for us being in CT, like any CT's mad small, so any beef, so we was any, and this is on some dancing like b-boy shit. So any beef we had with CT, if we saw each other in the city and so anywhere in New York, we squashed it.
Absolutely.
And we just unified. Like, all right, we gotta hold it down here. Like, we'll deal with it when we get back home. Like,
absolutely.
Even if it wasn't even fucking with niggas, like, it was the same way.
Absolutely. We from Brunswick, man. So New Brunswick Action 9 is called Guns. We call it Brunswick. It earned the name of that. But we could be beefing with any town, anybody. We could be in city. It's a lot of inner city turmoil during those days. And if we would see each other from somewhere, unless it was like, we would definitely like, wouldn't be buddy, but it would be like, yo, everything here is UFO. We got to go home and hold it down. We can't have two separate stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially when we on the mic, you know, we were known for getting busy everywhere. Wendy Williams, the what's that? The World Trade Center. She had like this thing over there. Like one time, like she showed us mad love because she from Jersey. She like South Jersey though, like Ocean City, all that shit by the shore. However, when we got there, we told her we was from where we was from. She showed us mega love. We got on the mic and everything.
Oh.
Plus, we from the days, and I'm from the era where it's like, yo, who next? We next. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's 40, 50 of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we rolled extremely deep. My crew was called the Fallen Angels, and the science behind that is that we represented the 200 fallen angels that fell from grace. And so we knew the science of the mathematics, but we chose to do some things. You know, we wasn't rebellious to God's way. We would just fell off a little bit and we came back. You know what I mean? So
I understand. Of course,
mm-hmm,
it's all about the fortune of comeback. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm,
you didn't stay there. You know what I'm saying? And I think, yeah, it was hard not to get caught up in the, like I call out, every shorties have box cutters, like all flavors.
right,
Everybody
yeah,
it was different, man. Like, and
mm-hmm,
it was real. You got fucked up for if you were trash in a lot of ways, and you got, there was a lot of stuff going on. And I always say, man, like, yo, the crack era changed everything in him. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, oh yeah,
If you
man.
look at the music, the vibe and energy before the crack shit hit, it was totally different. And then shit started to change. And you know what I'm saying? And so that's, you know, it's like, yo, you rose like you rose. Man, I don't say shit like this lightly, but like, I always say social media enhances art. If you're a piece of shit, it's gonna come out. You dope, it's gonna come out. That's why I said I'm genuinely interested about the interview with Bill. Like, yo, this brother, every time I see you be glowing, like on some
Appreciate that.
you know,
Appreciate
and
that.
like I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so that's why I really wanted. So, yo, it says your bio says you was rocking in the '90s, but your first project wasn't until 2018.
Correct. My first group project was the First Descent with the Fallen Angel, my Fallen Angel crew. And there've been multiple mixtapes there from there to there and different projects. But my first solo project was with my man Midas. We call it Angel Dust. Angel Dust was the first release, real release, like the real release. I had one before that called Revelations, but that was just like a compilation. I think that was after. I'm not sure. I have so many records, man. Like, but yeah,
So
yeah.
what? I mean, that seems like a big gap. Like, what was? Is there a particular reason why there was between the '90s, between why that was your first album date? I mean, as far as I've heard you longer than I have. If
Correct.
that
I've done like tons of features since then. You know, like tons. I've been on a lot of Science Life projects, a lot of my different comrades and different like that. But we have, as a collective, my first, our group was the Fallen Angels. We put out the First Descent, and then from there we did mixtapes, a lot of mixtapes, different, but solid and authentic releases.
word.
A ton of them. The Underworld, but see, it's like each album, even though it might have been like, say, like the Underworld was my brother Giffy album, that's still an Angel project, or Glorious Power the mixtape. It's still, you're gonna hear all of us, or the Army of Angels. That's all. Like, these are all projects that we put out in between, but forever on the road, forever on stage, everywhere. Even if we're that era where we're earning our stripes, we're doing shows consistently, like all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so releasing projects wasn't really the at the time wasn't really the focus. It wasn't as easy as it is now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
it definitely wasn't. It's right, right.
mm-hmm,
The
mm-hmm,
game is. I mean, you could do an album after we get off the phone and off the show,
absolutely,
put it out
absolutely,
on your phone.
absolutely. On the phone, right? And it could be in Russia like in
Right.
10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
crazy.
know?
That's good and bad at the same time. I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so talk a little bit more about that statement I read earlier. The purpose, man. My purpose and intent is to restore intelligence and integrity to hip hop. Like, because you definitely rhyme with a purpose. Everything I've heard from you, everything you wear, what you put in your body, like, oh, I'm saying, there's a purpose to, I can see there's a purpose to everything you do. So, as far as that statement goes, elaborate on that.
I think. Well, no, I know. Once you identified said purpose, you have to walk in that said purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you saying, it's like, let me give the people and everyone like a extreme example. Like, you'll hear these R&B singers, and they'll say, well, Marvin Gaye is my idol, or Teddy Pendergrass is my idol, right? and then you push play on their music, and you're like, this ain't, where's the influence? You know what I mean? Like, you can't say these people are your idol or influences. You don't hear any replica of any of that anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I tell you that Tragedy Gaddafi, when I say Brother J, Wise Intelligent, Chuck D, King's Son, these people are my heavy, you hear it in my music because I'm influenced by what they did, but it's just doing it from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? So because we our foundation is knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Our foundation is knowledge in supreme mathematics and all forms of thought school. You have to change the element because you have to bang on these D evils. Like, there's a divine purpose on what we do. There's a divine and there's a demonic purpose on what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't no coincidence that the conversation through music and the projection of music is all chaotic. It's all MDK, murder, death, kill music, all day long. I mean, Cool G Rap is one of my favorite artists too as well. Yeah, he got G Rap talked that shit, but it was an artistry to it, and he wasn't just like, you know, it's I don't like to condemn anybody for what they do. Do what you do. I know what I'm here for. I know my purpose. Like, I have to show the balance. You know, there's great elders who sacrificed different things for me to be able to stand on this platform right here. So that's why I do what we do.
No, you made a really good point. And so, I hear what you're saying about G Rap, right? So if you go to the I think it's The Roots of Evil.
Oh man.
Like, it's a brilliant album. Like, you feel like you're right there, right? Yeah. So here's the thing. He's telling his shit, but yeah, we understand there's some differences there. Like, we saw some of the most violent movies in the '80s. Predator didn't go out and like all that. So there's an artistry to it versus like, I'm all zanied out and I'm gonna fucking kill the odds. Like, wow, you know what?
And you're not even on beat. That's the science of that shit. That's how you know it's from a. They're not even on beat. Like, you're way over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're not way the fuck over here. And again, I think each generation has their art and what they do, but this is our culture. So what's also been well thought out and well orchestrated is to separate the youth from the elders. So in our culture, we trying to bridge that. Well, we bridge that gap and showing people like, yo, it's not just chaotic nonsense. It's not just he cipher, monkey cipher, you know, music. Like, bro, like these young brothers, you know, the way they have it, the propaganda in the situation right now, they have these young brothers wearing their sisters' clothes. You know what I'm saying? And like, that shit ain't coincidental. That's purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So basically, integrity, you know, legacy, you know, a sense of a certain moxie that we have. You know what I mean? Like, we here to bang on all that. I'm not, you know, I'd rather not bang with the original, man. I'd rather bang on the evils. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather shoot the fair one for a purpose. You know, my intent is to change the landscape. Like, when I pushed play and I heard X-Clan, like, I'm just keep going back because that's my foundation. When I hear Wise Intelligent, I push play, it was like you know, my DNA clock exploded. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, this is it. This is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? But everybody's not supposed to do what I do either, because there's different pockets for everyone. So that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, balance. Again, it's all about balance, man. Everything. That's when things are good. I mean, like, there's gonna be the ratchet stuff. It's always been, because people act like it just started or something. Yo, you can go, you can find it in every area of life, going all the way back. I mean, so it's just the scales got tipped to like,
no, the scales have flipped all the way over. They flipped all the way over. Yeah,
thrown out the window. Like,
there's no
where like
balance.
like this is the only frequency we got. Like, nah, this is what our people are. We're about this. That's it. Just like my my pussy pink booty hole brown shit. That's it.
Which is an old song. Pound Town's an old song. It's a very old. It's an elder song, right? And that's what I'm talking about. Authenticity and remember originality. You know, you didn't never. You think about it, God. Like, yo, we had some of the top tier MCs out at the same time. Talking about Kane, talking about Rakim, KRS-One, Brother Jay, Wise and Tell, and Ice Cube. None of them sounded like each other at all. Rhyme patterns, nothing. And that, so now I can close my eyes. I don't know who the hell's who's on what. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't want to kick anyone's back, and I'm just saying that to answer your question in truth, I've definitely overstand my purpose and what I'm supposed to do in the art form. I accept that responsibility, and the word itself is just respond to your ability. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we here to shoot the fair one on everything.
Right, right. No, I mean, makes perfect sense, and you made a good point, man. Like on the same show, I've seen the post, seen the shit I've been to. You'd have NWA, Public Enemy,
Mm-hmm.
and even like like everybody, like,
Mm-hmm.
and you see pictures from back in the day of like Easy and Pain, like there was a respect there. You know what I'm saying? And even the like grimy shit, like
Bro,
cats understood. Like there was like yo, they
there's
knew.
pockets for everybody,
Yeah.
but sound be thyself. Know thyself and be thyself. You know what I mean? Like, so
That's very difficult for people to do right now. I don't
yeah,
know.
man. Because it's like a factory of everything's duck, duck, goose. You know what I'm saying? There's no authenticity. Excuse me. Duck, duck, goose has the programming masters, has the programmers at the radio design, and but the authenticity of it, you have to. I kind of like it in the sense because you got to remember. You used to have to go to the store. You had to go to Tower Records or somewhere, and you had to dig through what you want, and there was all types of things there for you. You got to bypass the bullshit. And that's just the circumstance of life. You got to bypass the bullshit and identify your goal, what you want.
Right. Absolutely. I appreciate the fact that you shared on your website books and
Yes.
read, and so what are you reading now? Anything you recommend to the audience out there? Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right now, well, I recommend the audience to go to elohkush.com and get the collection of short essays and things I've
Oh, you
written.
stole my thunder. Yeah, talk about that shit. Like, good. Go ahead.
um, a few days in the county maze is there, and I'll let you circle back to that. But what I'm reading right now, the Book of Light, right here. I'm reading two books right now. I'm reading the Book of Light by Dr. Malachi Z. York. I'm reading this, and I'm reading Eric Jerome Dickey's book right now called Friends and Lovers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm familiar with the first one, not the second one that you mentioned.
That's a good book.
All
Friends
right.
and Lovers, you got to go high information, then you also got to just have some edutainment within yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Balance again, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, check out elohkush.com. It's a dope website. So go talk about the poems though, man. I mean, I appreciate it. You know,
Um,
again, as I said, it's a dope website, everybody. So make sure you check out. It's like,
yeah, join the mailing list. Join the mailing list. Get a free song. You join the mailing list, you get a free download of one of my songs. A few days in the county maze is a collection of short poems and essays. It's a collaborative book with my great friend Will Swink, who's an illustrator, a great painter. His artwork is hanging in California to Maine. He's from Boston. I met him in Boston with my comrade John Robinson. The book, the basis of the book is to help to disrupt the school to prison pipeline. Basically, that's the foundation of it through our experiences, through my experience and being incarcerated. And it's called A Few Days in the County Maze because I wrote it in only the short time I was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and I chose to. And if you really if you comb through the book, you go through the book and comb through it. I wrote it. If you ever been inside the building or received a little letter from someone, I wrote it in grammatical. The paragraphs is not like this is like this. Like on the workhouse paper, on jail paper. And I purposely left the grammatical errors in there because I wanted the reader to experience what I was experiencing at the time. Everything was not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was not. I wasn't never in danger, but it was just like, yo, let me share the experience so someone can learn from this experience. Not that I did anything egregious or anything like that. Just standing on my square and and telling the magistrate what he can do. You know what I mean? But it's a great out of that experience came a phenomenal experience. So
So
here I am.
real quick, because so you wrote that you said when you were locked up.
Absolutely.
All right, and it's on your website. You can get it from your website, right?
Order from the website. You get signed copies from my website, but also it's available at Amazon and Barnes and Nobles online as
A
well too. So,
few
but
days.
I would prefer that the people go straight to elohkush.com, join the mailing list, get the book. I'm signing all copies you order. They're going right out the
A
door to you. That's
few
it.
days in the few days in the.
Hmm. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna grab a copy, yo.
Yo, I appreciate you,
Yeah,
beloved.
no, I got you. I'm definitely, yeah. I want.
Twist, what's up? Twister, that's my dude right there.
Yeah,
Twist,
yeah.
what's happening, family?
And see, like I said, this is why we just finally needed a link because, like, we're like, oh, that's my man, that's my man. Yeah, that's my man. He took me out to New Mexico with him to do a show. Like I emceed it in Rock Nightmare for
Woo! Yo, Twist, what's up, son? We
Buff
supposed to be
Brunswick.
getting on stage soon, on in Arizona or Mexico soon. We have been building. Yo, hit me, Twist. Let's build after
Yeah,
this. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
Yes,
that time of season,
good
man.
people. Man. Twist, and I always shout him out because Twist stayed working through the pandemic.
Oh
Everybody
yeah, he did.
else was getting jobs, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, doing it at home, doing jigsaw puzzles, or baking. You know, a lot of people really turned it out during the pandemic, but Twistello was worked the whole time. He was out west getting that.
Absolutely.
So big up to him. Yeah, Twistello probably on Mars right now. He stayed working. So,
That's my guy. Yo.
yes. So now I'm gonna definitely grab a copy, man. I'm saying go inside I'm saying the mind a little bit more. You know.
Mm.
So yo, talk about the gear, man. As far as Nubia Apparel, I believe it's called, right? And
Yeah, 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 yeah. Nubia,
I've got the
Nubia.com is the website for that. You can also get it from elohkush.com. There's a link there, but Nubia Apparel is a clothing line where their slogan is fashioned by the gods. You know what I'm saying? And my brother Imhotep, um, we went to different thought schools together, you know, in the Nawapian Nation. But brother, you know, I become, you know, I don't know if you can see it a little bit, but you know, it's always something we got on, man. Like
always.
I'm the brand, you know, I have been supporting their label. I mean, excuse me, they have been supporting their clothing line for forever, you know, and then, you know, they will be supporting my music and different things. And then we had a conversation, not knowing that we knew each other. I didn't know it was him doing that, you know what I'm saying? But he knew it was me, but he didn't really wasn't sure. And we had a conversation, and I would buy gear in bulk, and they would just start sending me discount and stuff. And they was like, you know, loving the music, and he was just like, yo, you know, we came to an agreement, like, look, you represent lyrically what we create for the clothing, and vice versa. What I say is it's the uniform that I wear that speaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is purposeful. Like, why would I be in some sick, like medieval European weirdo, you know what I'm saying? He's like a monkey cypher clothing line that don't give a shit about us. They don't want us in your clothing, right? First, that's the truth. They don't want you. They're gonna take your money. They don't want you in your clothing. And also, like when you purchase that stuff, it doesn't circulate back to you. I know for a fact when you purchase Nubia apparel, it circulates back to community ASAP. ASAP.
Where are they based? Where,
Atlanta.
oh, work dope, dope.
You know what I mean?
I shit on it
Yeah.
all the time, so it's a good dope. Something just flying.
Yeah.
I just have like panic attack. It's just, but no, that's dope, man. And I peeped it, and definitely want to grab something, man. I've seen you in some ill. I'm like, damn, like, all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
appreciate that, you.
and
Nubia apparel.
I feel like, damn, I feel like you wouldn't rock nothing that heavy if it wasn't quality and stuff like that. I mean, because like that's pretty much all I see you in. So, no,
Quality is the key, Joe. Like you gotta have quality uh lyrics, and you have to have quality. Your uniform gotta be superb. You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers have another clothing line named 99 Attributes. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's a clothing line. Like my brother's clothing line. My other brother Qua, he got Kingly Wear Attire, KWA. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these are all these are my foundations before I start doing the brand ambassador for Nubia. I still rock everything, but this is just what pays me to do what I do, and I enjoy doing what I do with these brothers and sister and spreading the message. And so being a brand ambassador, I take that very, very seriously. You know, it's not something light, you know. So like when you see me, I'm definitely representing those brands, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's dope. Twist, put your joint comment in the
What you say?
man, because it's easier to read. Well,
What
fucking
inspired you to make a book rather than the
yeah.
album form?
Use the questions feature.
I'm gonna answer
Yeah,
Twist real quick.
yeah.
What inspired me to do that in album form? I mean, book form rather than the album. George L. Jackson. George L. Jackson, one of my heroes. You know what I'm saying? He inspired me to do that, beloved. Because once you, of course, sound travels at 1,120 feet per second. It can be heard instantaneous, but it's something about it's like opening a book and writing something is like vinyl to me. It's like equivalent to vinyl. It's forever. Once you etch yourself in the stars like that, it's forever. You know what I mean? Like so. I, I just and I like to write. I'm addicted to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I like to write. I like to import a vast amount of information in words. And as a orator and an MC, I export on a regular, consistently. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Twist. So just to answer your question, Twist, I thought I just wanted to, I couldn't really rhyme the way in there. My mind was somewhere else. But it was still creative. You know what I mean? Like so. That's why I did it in that form, G.
Oh, dope. Real quick, we gotta get ready to get on out here in a couple minutes. But like, what you got popping off? You just dropped the album recently. To be honest, I haven't gotten to it yet. The Maroons.
Yeah, so I dropped a project with my man Recognized Real,
Okay.
Rec Real, and it's called Pillars. It's called Pillars, PILLARZ. And that's where the Jersey Down single is coming from. From there, appreciate all the support, all the streams, the direct purchases, which you can get at elohkush.com. We got physical CDs there for you that I'm signing everything that goes out the door physically. There's a plethora of features I've been doing. I just did something with Blue and Knots.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm on the Blue and Knots album they have together. But there's a joint I'm on there, me, Blue, Knots. Oh man, it's called Mafungu or some shit like that. That shit's crazy, man.
Word.
Just dropped a single with my brother Glorious with Ramming Beats. It's called Doogies Part 6. It's like a homage to like you remember when EPMD did different versions of Jane, you know what I mean? Like Jane 1. So it's like Doogies is a different, it's like our slang. Instead of saying the N-word, we say Doogie, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what other feature I did? So that's out right now. That's streaming on all music
You
platforms. You
sent
can
me
get
a
that right
joint.
now.
Tell you, let me just cut you off real quick. The joint you sent me was dope.
That's the joint.
Okay, that's the joint. Yeah.
That's the joint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also I'm on what just came out. Oh, Love and Bullets by my brother Gifty the God. That just came out from the Angel Clan. I'm on there too. So there's a plethora of music. I mean anything. I'm working right now with Supreme Cerebral. We're working on the finishing Clark Connoisseurs 3,
Okay.
which is a trilogy of what we did, produced by Clipto. And it's I think, beloved, I got like 18 projects underneath my belt, solos, like in common, like so. Brothers and sisters just need to go to elohkush.com. Some are directly there, some of them are on Bandcamp, some of them are streaming. But there's all different types of music for the consumer.
Word. That's what's up, man. Everybody check out elohkush.com. I'm going to grab a few days in the coming Mays. You know what I'm saying? And try to support and check that out. Here we, you know what I'm saying? Here we at with that. And everybody, we're gonna get this build up on our YouTube channel shortly. We're gonna get a clip up on shortly. Yo, thank you, man. It went by too fast. Got to do it again. You
Yes,
out
sir.
in Jersey? Don't mind me asking.
If I'm in Jersey right now,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So like we had to link up in the physical at some point. I mean, way from Connecticut or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Back to
Yeah.
so my, we got to. You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming to Connecticut soon. I mean, New Haven and Hartford definitely got to get on stage. And I know the joints. Brothers don't know. There's some pocket towns. There's a thorough situation over there, G.
Yeah.
New Haven is King Kong.
Yeah, man, peace Connecticut all day, man. I rep that like to the fullest because nobody gave us a shit. If anybody come out of Connecticut, big up to my man Apathy. If anybody come out of Connecticut, like you know they nice because nobody like everybody.
No light over there.
Everybody,
Yeah.
Tony Danza shit. You know what I mean? Like it's like yo, that's that. There's that there, but like yo, the cities are like, you know. So, but
yeah,
no, but I appreciate this, man. This is this has been great for me. I get to understand a little bit more. Get to know you a bit better, and hopefully we can continue to to build, man. I really do. So thank you very much. I just want to say thank you for real.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for the platform, man. Thank you for keep having consistent authenticity on here all the time, man. Appreciate that, man, because I tune in on the regular.
No, I appreciate you, man. I mean, I thank you for that because we try. I come from where I come from. We come from where we come from, and obviously we have a lot of similar. We know what it's like. So like, it's all I know. I only know. You know what I mean? And that's this. We don't. Like, our platform could be much bigger if we wanted to go that. That's man. It's about this. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who's there or not. Like it's about like when real shit. So I want to thank.
Shout out. I gotta say before we go, peace to Brother J, man. Brother J, thank you for the accolades you showed me, man. You give, you know what I'm saying? Like that means the world to me, G. Like so. And just want to say that.
And I quote, he said, like, we were comers or not, because it was just heads with people we rock with or whatever, that people might. And he's like, yo, Eloh Kush. Like, I think he's from Brooklyn, but he was like Eloh Kush. He's about it. Like, he gave you a lot of props, and that means a lot. I've been building with Brother J for like 4 years. Real shit. So like, that's all I needed to know, and that's why I needed to get to know a little bit better.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's great. You know what I mean? So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you all. We'll get this up on the YouTube channel. We're going live and with our people save the hip hop culture. And Phil the Elder, he's part of Digital Underground, but we don't know a lot about him. So like he's like we gonna
tune in. Absolutely.
We're gonna build. So thanks again, man. We will talk soon. Let's definitely stay in touch, man. I really appreciate the conversation. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the platform.
Absolutely.
ElohKush.com. Go to ElohKush.com. Peace.
All right, peace, family.
Peace, beloved.